gang.
We're
using Crystal's car today, driving out to see wedding venues. Woo!
Yeah, this is our first, I guess this is gonna be our first time like looking at a wedding venue. And some may say like, dag, it's only been like 2 weeks we've been engaged. But we just want to look, explore, see what our options are, see how deposits and things like that work, payment plans, see what we like, what we don't like. Because even though like we live in Jersey, but New York is still a consideration for the wedding. Before we like get our family out here, say if we do find a place that we like or whatever, or want to show them, we need to go and see if we like it ourselves first. Because if we don't like it, it's no point in bringing them to come see it. But yeah, we do also plan on doing like wedding venue tours with our families and things like that, just to get their opinions on stuff. I don't know. To me, a destination wedding is still not off the table.
It's not off the table for me either.
It's something like, especially I know after we go and see these prices today, we're gonna be like, it's looking better and better.
I like destination. We saw a couple that got married in, I think, Jamaica.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the price of the whole thing was like $6,000. $6,000.
Decorations included. What?
I could do $6,000.
But yeah, you guys, I think we have 3 tours scheduled for today. The first one up is going to be the Grand, and I think it's called Chateau, where we're currently on our way to. This is our first tour of the day. I think, when is our next one? Oh my God. I'm kind of excited for the second tour. It's the Park Chateau. Like, I think on Instagram and stuff like that, it looks really pretty. I'm excited to see it in person. So we'll see what it's given. And I think later on today, the last one for today is what, the Venetian?
The Venetian.
Yeah, and then our last tour of the day is the Venetian. So you guys, I think we're close and we're pulling in because I see the sign. I'm gonna zoom in for you a little bit. It says The Grand. This is the entrance. I like the entrance. It's giving, it'll be a nice like photo op situation.
I don't like the outside area.
No, I'm just talking about like this part,
here,
yeah.
This looks, oh, this is.
It's like, oh, fancy, fancy. Okay, you guys, we made it to one of the locations I was very interested in. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. The entrance
It's
is
an entrance.
freaking beautiful. Yeah. Hey you guys, we're back from our first round of wedding venue tours in New Jersey. I think we're gonna start with our least favorite of the day. We toured 3 venues today. The venue that we toured today, like I said, this is our least favorite. We toured 3. We actually recently just came from this one. We had this one at 5:30 today. This is the Venetian. Get into it, get into it. We heard about this like on Instagram, TikTok, and apparently it's like a sister venue to the Shadowbrook in New Jersey, because apparently I really want to see that. But this is a sister to the Shadowbrook. If you're interested, what are your thoughts? What are your overall thoughts? Talk to the people.
I like the price. The price was not too bad, even though they didn't do like the full like total.
Yeah.
I didn't like location wise.
I think we're gonna leave like specific figures and prices out, just for the simple fact that the dates that we're looking for might not be what you're interested in. They honestly change all the time, and sometimes sometimes certain venues, they'll try to work with you, you know, all of those great things. So I don't want to tell you the wrong information. So for that, we're just gonna leave that out. But it's not cheap, but it's not super expensive. I don't know what to say.
Sidebar, sorry if you can hear the music. I think there's like a party going on in the back, but yeah, like I was saying before, like price was okay. I didn't like location wise, just because it felt like it was in the middle of, not necessarily nowhere. I feel like it was too busy for that location.
You know what it is in Jersey?
It just looks too. To me, like when you're looking around the area, it doesn't look. Yeah, location wise, it just didn't look like you're driving to a wedding venue until like you actually see it.
Sorry.
I don't really give like, it doesn't really give like wedding vibes until you.
I'm sorry, I'm mad annoying.
I mean, driving up to it, it doesn't give me like wedding vibes. Like the inside of it is nice, the front entrance is nice, but like driving to it, I could tell like people are gonna kind of look at it like kind of ran down, raggedy. So I don't like the location of where it is. The inside was gorgeous, like especially that hallway when you first enter that you guys saw in the video.
I think this is a picture. Sorry. Yeah. This is a book they give you, but this is a picture you see when you first enter the venue.
There were certain parts I liked, certain parts I didn't like. Honestly, it kind of gave old. I know the lady that was guiding us, she was saying that they're renovating a lot. So
yeah, in 2025.
I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff is gonna look different, but the way it looked currently, I was like, I probably wouldn't pick it.
It gave like old, gaudy, like that rich yellow gold Italian. You know, not the new trending, you know, Italy vibes that you're seeing. It gives old, authentic.
Yeah, like old vintage.
Rich, like gaudy. That yellow gold, like brown bars and all of that. Like the size of the grand ballroom that we did see, we're gonna insert a clip here so you guys can see it. The size of the ballroom was a good size, especially because they have a wall that separates it. So you could either have the wall up and it looks like the room is closed off, but then when they open it up, the room becomes like huge. So you could either leave the room, you know, closed off with the wall up, or you could push the wall back depending on like if you have about 200 people.
Right.
And also they do, she said a Venetian dessert.
Vietnamese dessert.
A Vietnamese
area. So it has like
for an additional fee.
Yeah, but the fee wasn't even a lot. Yeah, they have a Vietnamese option that's like an add-on. So they have like chocolates, waffles, coffee. Like
it was just any dessert that you could think about. They have like,
they had it.
You could, like I said, they have two options. Either it could go into the cocktail room if you have like the grand ballroom open with the wall pushed back. You're gonna see what we're talking about in this clip. Or you could have the wall pushed back for that Vietnamese hour with all of the desserts, and all of the desserts could be like around the room, and they could have like different stations and all of that. Here's also a clip of what's included if you're interested. So what the items that are included in your package: valet parking, which is great, white glove service, a coat check depending on what time of year, you know, a champagne greeting. So once you enter, your guests enter, they'll be greeted with champagne. They also have a waiting room for guests like upstairs before they go into the ceremony. If anybody arrives early, where guests can get champagne. They have premium liquor, and also if you have specific liquors that you like and they don't have it, they'll I guess go to their vendors to see if they can get it, and if not, you could just bring it in and they'll chill it and pour it for you, whatever. They'll give you cards with the directions, seating cards, a wedding cake. But the only thing is, with their wedding cake, you have to go through their specific vendors, because the wedding cake is included in the package, so you have to go to their vendors. But you're also allowed to do cake tasting with them, and then pick out, you know, the design of your cake or whatever. You have a choice of linens. It's a bridal attendant, restroom attendants, and it's one server for each guest table, and it's one server for each 2 table serving beverages. It's one server for each 2 tables serving beverages.
Yeah, so you have one server for like the food portion, and then one for like
Yeah.
if you want drinks, but you don't feel like going to the
Yeah,
bar.
so pretty much it's kind of like you got two in a way. It's kind of two servers to each of your guest tables, which is cool, you know, so they can accommodate anybody need anything, or especially if you have like older guests attending like any of your attending your wedding or anything like that. They also are wheelchair accessible, because that's something that's very important. I have a cousin who's in a wheelchair, and I have older family members, and as do he. So that's something that was really important to us. And then also too, the Venetian is known for their food. That's one thing I can tell you. They got the food down packed. You ain't gonna go hungry. I wish we could know what the food tastes like, because they was like, oh, you could just read a review. The review is not gonna let me know what it needs to know, because you know, we like seasoning. We like seasoning. We like seasoning. I'm a saucy kind of girl. The font is probably gonna be too small for you guys to see, but you guys, this whole page, all of that is just the cocktail hour food. They have carving stations. This is the second page. This is more food, more food. Like, that's one thing I like, because you know, we come from family who like to eat. We like to eat.
Right.
So that's great. So it's many different options for everybody, because you know, not everybody like the same food. So the only person who probably gonna complain about the food is my father, because you know, he's picky, but whatever. But it looked like they have a little bit of everything for everyone. This is like the outdoor grounds. It kind of gives me like prom vibes. Like, this is what it felt like when I went to prom at Jericho Terrace. I did not like the ceremony space. In this location, the Venetian, they don't offer an outdoor ceremony space. It's only indoor, and it's on the second floor. It's narrow, because like the rows for the ceremony is like 3 seats per row. So it's very narrow. Yes, you have a long aisle, which is something I really am interested in, having a long aisle, but it was so narrow.
Yeah, very tiny. So like I was telling Chris on the car, like if you have like a large bridal party, it's not ideal because it's very crammed. Or especially too, if you're having like a wedding of like 200 plus, it's gonna be very tight.
Yeah.
Like even for us, like right now we're thinking like 150, 175, and that still might be a lot for that ceremony. Just because, you know, certain
it was
people,
tight.
Right, certain people like to sit next to certain people, so it's like with a row of 3, it's kind of difficult.
And it's gonna be a tight squeeze, having him there and everyone else. And also too, I just feel like if you're having a ceremony there, you have to have a smaller bridal party, because it's just gonna be too much at the front with a larger bridal party. And as of right now, our bridal party is looking to be on the larger side. I just don't think it's gonna work for us. Not saying that we're not gonna have them on a list as a possibility, but I just feel like the cons probably outweigh the pros right now. And you never know, we might come back to it, we might revisit it, and you know, we might create a different vision, or we might like how it looks. But it's just like the sooner we put a deposit on something, the better, being that for the time frame we want our wedding or looking to have our wedding, the more time to pay certain things off, just different things like that, because you have to take all of that into account. But this is what the venue looks like when they have the divider wall open. This is the grand ballroom. And also too, it might be hard to get the idea from me showing you the booklet. Tamar's gonna insert a clip of what the grand ballroom looks like. Yeah, I don't know, it just gave old Italian vibes. What was your favorite part about it, and what was your least favorite part about it? And then rate it 1 through 10.
Favorite part to me was the fact that the ballroom could open up. Like it had some pros. I think that was my favorite part. Least favorite was the ceremony for sure. It's too narrow. I feel like 1 through 10, I give it a 5
out of 10.
Yeah, because to me it's not my favorite. I feel like even when we check other venues, I'd still put other venues on top of them. Actually, I'm lying. I think my favorite part is the food choices. I think it had a lot of choices.
That's that big
there.
back in him, y'all. That's that big back.
It's not big back.
Big back, big back.
Because we're probably gonna have a large crowd, and I know with them, like everybody has different tastes and stuff. So I'm like, the fact that you have a lot of options is great. But for me, I'm like, I think the other places had a lot of food options as well. So I'm like, if that's my favorite part, then I'm probably not gonna pick them. But I mean, regardless, like it's not a terrible choice. It's just I wasn't like moved. Like certain parts was really nice, but I just wasn't moved overall. Like I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Like it's decent, but it's not.
Yeah, it was nothing that like you like. Oh my god, like you know, like this is it. This is the one. Like it didn't feel like that. Like today, like we putting the deposit down right now. We booking it. We locking it in. It didn't give that vibe. Honestly, it didn't. You know, if it works for you, that's great. For us, I don't think right now that's what we're leaning towards, which is okay because, like I said, it's literally first day. Our minds could change. It was our first day. It's not a big deal. It's like it is what it is. But it helps to just give us insight. Another cool thing, which some of the other places we visited today too offers. If you go with this venue, this is just a list of some of the hotels that are close by in the area. And they offer like specials or a free room for like the bride and groom, and also they'll do like hotel blocks for your guests, and they also offer a shuttle to the wedding and to pick the guest up from the wedding for free. But overall, that was our experience with the Venetian. He gives it a 5 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 10. But their food selection, I would probably give it 8, just how it looks based off of the menu. I don't know what it tastes like, so don't judge me if you go and you go with them. I don't know what the food tastes like. But just from what they offer food-wise, I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. The next, this was actually our first location of the day. But this is our number 2 for the day. This is The Grand. It's in Chateau, New Jersey. How did we find out about this one?
I think it's through Instagram and TikTok. It's like really popular in Jersey as well.
Yeah.
Especially if like I don't know if y'all seen it before, but the elevator thing in the ballroom, like that's like a really popular.
Yeah, I guess that's like what they're known for. It's just like an unexpected surprise, like the little, like your little pop out, your little big one, whatever you want to call it, which was pretty cool because I really didn't pay no mind to it, so I didn't realize in the videos like before coming that they did that. So it was like, oh, you didn't know about our elevator? And I'm like, no. But it is an additional fee. Don't let them fool you. It's not for free. It's for an additional fee. Yeah, if you want like a grand entrance, it's definitely for a fee. It's up to you. I think it's cool how when they do the elevator thing, you could watch your bridal party. They have a camera and a TV to where you could watch your bridal party do their entrance, and then you could come up, you could see how everybody, you know, reacts to them, cheer them on, things like that. Whoop-de-whoop. One thing I have to say, my favorite part about this venue, you're gonna see the clip, is the outdoor ceremony was the outdoor ceremony was beautiful. How they round out the chairs was beautiful. The little waterfall behind, like where we were staying during the ceremony, was beautiful. I thought that was the best part, honestly. And the bathroom was really nice too. I know that sounds weird, but like we have clips of the bathroom because he went in and was like, oh, this is nice. Like I was like, can we get our bathroom at home to look like this? Like the bathroom was really nice.
The bathroom was really nice. I think the ceremony was my favorite part as well. I really like the ballroom as well, like the reception area. But that ceremony, like, I mean, outside of the next place we're gonna talk about, like that part to me was like the next best.
Yeah.
It was just really beautiful. Like you had the waterfall like behind you. You could customize it how you want it. But just the arch around it and then the flowers and everything, like it just really looked very beautiful. So yeah, outside of the next place, like this place to me ceremony wise was like gorgeous. And he also had an inside portion as well. I don't think we saw it or we didn't get a chance to see it if like
if it rains.
If it rains or something. But the outside part, you know, God willing, is gorgeous.
Yeah, the outside was really pretty. They also offer valet parking, which is always a plus.
Right. I think all three offered valet.
Yeah.
So that part, like on that end, if you're worried about like if you have a big guest party or you got a lot of people driving, like all of them had like decent sized parking lots too. So that part was a plus for, I think, for all of them.
I think that's why a lot of people, because I asked, I was like, do a lot of people do like everything in one, you know, venue? A lot of people are starting to lean towards doing everything in one venue just for the convenience and parking and things like that, which makes sense. But also too, if you do your ceremony and you do your reception at the venue, you're gonna have to pay an additional fee per person for the ceremony. This is a picture from the book you will get if you do the tour. This is an aerial view of the ceremony space. This picture and this booklet does not do the ceremony space justice, but hopefully you can get a better idea from the clip that we have. But again too, like their ballroom was nice, but I feel like for me, when it came to the ballroom, don't get me wrong, it's a nice ballroom. I love the chandeliers. I get the little elevator aspect, like it's cool. I don't think it's nothing like unique, but it's cool. Like I know it's like popping out the floor, you don't think that's unique. I don't know, to me it's just like, if we do it, cool. Like I don't know, like I'm not really pressed about the elevator thing, like because I've seen other venues and other places like on Instagram and stuff like that do it. It's like, to me it's kind of cool and it's kind of cheesy at the same time. I don't know why I think it's corny. Like part of me kind of think it's corny. I don't know why. I feel like that shit they probably did like back in like the early 90s, like, oh, let me pop out the floor, like. But I don't know, because y'all might come for me soon when you see our wedding and we popping out the floor like.
Yeah, I think different. I think it's cool.
I don't know. He think it's cool. I'm just like, like.
Yeah, because to me it's like you feel like a celebrity. You know how like when you go to a concert and like the
they pop out the floor.
The person like come out the floor. It's like
he gonna think
hot.
he gonna think he ushering.
Yeah, like Michael Jackson when he like shot from the floor. It's like that's hot. Like, but I don't think you like shoot out. It's probably like a slow.
No, yeah, it's a slow like little.
Well, I think that's kind of cool. Like seeing the smoke and everything. Like everybody looking at the door and it's just like you come out from the back and it's like like I don't know. To me, it might be a little corny, but. Then again, she knows me for like being corny, so I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the vibe, but just for something different, because I'm like, I've been to other weddings and I've never seen somebody come off the floor before, so I'm like, just to have a different, or even just having the option of like, if you want to come out from the doors or from the floor,
yeah,
it's a nice touch.
And it's funny because the wedding that was at the venue. Last night, Little Mo was a surprise performance, a guest performance. Little Mo, if you don't know her, she sings. And she got on the elevator and popped out for her performance. Yeah. Sometimes it gives Bridgerton and sometimes it just, I don't know. It's like a thin line between it look nice, it look tacky, and then it look old. Like, if that makes sense. Like with certain stuff like okay. And then like when it's like extremely like just gold all over the place, it's like, all right, this is a bit tacky. Like, we just want something more with like a modern twist, a modern feel. And it seems like that's going to be hard to find because a lot of these venues are like much older. So, but it's definitely number 2 for today. Oh yeah, another con to me, I didn't really like the cocktail area because we're going to insert a clip of that. To me, the cocktail area was very dark and like kind of gloomy because it's like everything else is so bright, you know, refreshing, and then it's like the cocktail area, I feel like I'm supposed to sit in there and smoke like packs of cigars. Like
I mean, there were certain cons about it too. Like certain parts did look kind of older, which I kind of expected because I think even checking like pictures and stuff on Instagram and just websites, we noticed a lot of New York and Jersey venues were like on the older side. I really love the ceremony. I agree with the cocktail like place. It was a little dark. Like I can see the older folks
and their bridal suite. The bridal suites.
Yeah.
They were kind of like they were a decent size.
The groom's part, like I didn't mind.
Yeah, the groom's side is not that bad, but I just feel like for picture purposes, it was kind of dark.
It's dark, yeah.
But and then the bridal side, the size wasn't bad, but like the seating that they had in the bridal suite to me just I don't know. I didn't really care. Yeah, I didn't care for it. Because you think, like, when you're getting dressed for your wedding, you know, you want that nice little looking out the window shot and all of that. And the bridal suite at the Grand doesn't give that. You're in the basement. It's no window. For the amenities for the Grand, they have a valet, a hostess, coat check, gardens for photos, direction cards, free hotel room for the bride and groom. They have the on-site suite and bridal attendant, custom linens, napkins, the banquet cabin, and the maitre d'. And also what you have to provide for yourself is like the officiant, the DJ, MC, decorations if you want decorations. Overall, what would you rate the Grand?
The Grand, I'll give it a solid 7.5. I think they had a lot of pros. Certain cons, like if they had made it, like even the cocktail room, like if they made it brighter. I didn't like the location they chose to put the Grand in, like outside of it, I think it's like right next to a highway, which is like, it's not terrible because at least it's not like the Venetian where it's just like busy on the outside and it just looks like kind of ran down. But I wish they chose like a better location, but I understand too with Jersey, it's not the grandest of grand when you think of like weddings and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I give them a 7.5. I think they have some room of improvement. There was some cons definitely like that they can like renovate and upgrade, but overall I think it's a decent selection like for somebody that's like, I don't want to say budget because then their prices could change, but from what we saw, it's like pricing wasn't terrible.
And they charge a fee for it's additional fee per person if you do the ceremony with them, and then also too if you decide to do like their grand dessert option, they add on an additional hour.
Right, so instead of like 5.5 hours, your wedding will be in total like 6.5 hours, which is really nice. And the pricing for that Vietnamese selection wasn't bad either. But then again, we can't tell the price because that could change by the time you're engaged and looking into venues and stuff. So, but overall, I give them a 7.5. Like I thought it was a nice selection. It's not our personal favorite, but it's not a bad choice for any couple. I think like
the Grand is really not a bad option because like My thing is, it's hard when I'm seeing like the blank canvas because I'm thinking about all the decor I would like to see. Because like when we saw it today, like it was somebody's wedding, but like it had like no decor, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It was just like they went to the garden and literally picked up the 3 flowers they saw and put it on each table, and I was just like, I don't know if this is our vibe. Like, I don't know if this is us. And I gotta remember, like, it's just based on this specific couple. Yeah.
Right. Like ours will probably be different.
Yeah.
And the fact that with the Grand, like you customize a lot of things too. Like I thought that was really dope. So even though you might be in the same venue as like thousands of other couples, like you can make it into your own. So
because we literally, yeah, we saw. We got a recommendation for a wedding planner / decorator who just had did a wedding there last night, and when we seen pictures like on Instagram of what she did, we was like, wow, like I was like
it looked completely different from what we saw today. So
yeah, I would give I would give the venue in total a 7.5 as well, but I would give like the outdoor ceremony space like about an 8. I was
for me that's like a 9. That's like a because the next part we saw, like that's a different time, but this part, like, it's there. Like, I can see it. Like, it's really nice. It's really beautiful. I think for us, I could say, like, that was our favorite part. So
yeah, that was definitely our favorite part of the venue was their ceremony area.
The Grand of the Grand.
Yo.
The big one.
Yo. This is the big boy, the big one. Yo, after we saw this place, we didn't even, like, well, personally, I didn't even want to go to the Venetian anymore because I was just like, it's like one of those, okay, y'all. So this location, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it, you know, if you're in Jersey or even New York, because a lot of people know, it's like a big, you know, it's a known location, a known venue. This was our second tour of the day. Yeah, it was our second tour of the day, but this is our number one, our favorite of the day. So number one is our favorite of the day. Park Chateau. But you guys, when we got to like the patio area, you know, girls, ladies, you know, the long dramatic aisle, the church, the little church, what is it, the gardens, they call it, the gardens, the aisle. When I see, first of all, when he seen that, he was just like, oh my God, like, oh my God. He was like, I already know I'm gonna cry if I see you walk down here. Like,
yeah, like the ceremony was our favorite part of this place as well. When I seen it, like I could visualize like Crystal coming out, because he said like in that venue,
the white glove service.
Yeah, they have the white glove service as well. So all 3 of them had it, but like with them, like once the bride is coming out, like 2 guys will like open the doors and like you can have the option of like the father walking with the bride or whoever you have walking with the bride, like wait for her to come down, or y'all walk out together. But like when I seen it, I visualized everything. I started to like shed a tear. Like it was honestly.
Oh, you shed a tear?
A little bit.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't tell me that. See, y'all, I just feel like when you know like your venue is for you, you're gonna get, I feel like it probably sounds ridiculous, but hey, you can put it down. It probably sounds ridiculous, but I feel like just like when they say you put on a dress and you just know, or you have that feeling, or like when you propose on this, you just get that feeling, or you know that's your person, you get that feeling. For me, I just feel like even when the venue come up, I feel like we should get that feeling. I know it might sound crazy, or maybe it doesn't, but I just feel like we should get that feeling. And I was just like, oh my God, like I can see it, like I can vision it, like I see it, I get the feels, like look at
I don't have any cons for Park Chateau.
Yeah, I do. It's the price.
Oh yeah, price is. But that's the thing. I kind of expected it, like, cause I saw pictures. Well, all right, the price she told us, I didn't expect that. But I knew out of all 3 we were seeing, like, this was gonna be the most, like, the highest.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be the most expensive. I just didn't know it was gonna be as expensive.
We're not gonna tell you the price. But for us, like, personally, outside of price, it's a 10 out of 10. Like, cocktail hour, the bridal suites, even though we didn't get to see the bridal suites, but even in pictures, it was gorgeous. The ceremony itself is like,
y'all, even the church, wow, I'm not even gonna lie, even the church was beautiful. Like the high ceilings, you have the option to decorate it however you want to decorate it. Like,
the indoor ceremony was nice too, but I'm like, if I'm here,
we gonna be on the gardens
outside.
Period.
Wow,
it was just
I can't even tell you, like, because obviously I'm not editing it right now, but like even in video, I already know the video is not going to do it justice. Like, if you really want to see, you really have to go in person.
I think you got to go in person or go to like their website. I go to their website so you can see like the full aerial view. Because y'all, this is a picture of the grounds. And I know this is not doing it justice at all, but you see that this right here, the church, down here all the way up is like the hour walk.
It's a long walk.
Like it's a long, a little jog. And what I noticed too, I think a lot of these wedding venues, they're starting to like do updates because they notice people want things that's more modern. People are tired of the outdated yellow gold look. Like people are over it, you know. So a lot of these places are starting to do updates, which are great. But Park Chateau, if you have a chance, if you're newly engaged, if you're engaged, if you're in the planning process, if you live in Jersey, if you want to have a wedding in Jersey, I would definitely say look at it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a bag. It's a bag. It's a bag. It's expensive. It's very, very expensive. The cheapest time to have it is like during the week or in the winter. Like just being honest. It was like January, February. I don't know when we're gonna do tours again. I guess just stay tuned, and you guys are gonna come along with us for the next ones. Again, if you could recommend any places, let us know. What was your favorite out of the 3? What did you like best? What was your least favorite? What were the pros and cons? Or what are things you think we should look for, or questions we didn't ask? What do you feel like we should ask?
In the meantime, y'all subscribe, you know, like, comment. It truly helps out, you know, especially with these prices, you know. But yeah, I mean, if you're into this stuff, you know, we're definitely gonna be posting this more. Thank you so much for watching. If you got this far, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All right, we out.